So did one of... I guess I never killed the Crawl. That's just silly. Fucking Crawl. Of course it would get like an attack before I can do anything. And of course Jay wouldn't hit that red bone. The red bones hit pretty hard. I do not remember how much, how many hit points they have. But I know they hit pretty hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to kill the rest of the bones. Puff should be able to kill this Crawl, hopefully, if it doesn't attack first. Well, it hit Jay anyway, so I don't give a fuck. And that just leaves me with this one red bone. So I'm actually almost done here in the Marsh Cave, or at least the Marsh Cave Part 1, which is essentially just me coming down here, looting some treasures, and then getting the fuck out of here, and buying new equipment and blah blah blah. The main thing I'm trying to do right now is get my party up to level 6 so that Jay, my red mage, can use Lightning 2. Lightning 2, of course, is going to help me defeat the wizards, which is the boss of this area. Alright. Let's see here. Let's heal up a little bit. So close. Feel like I should still heal him up, even though he's not 30 under. Alright, let's see here. Pretty sure... Yes, this should be a copper armlet. Alright, cool. That's something my black belt can equip. Now, you can see 6 absorb, 46 evade, but if I switch that out, the absorb will still be the same, but his evade should go up, yeah, to 53. That's what I thought. Alright. And then this room over here has a house in it. Random encounter. Holy shit. They get to attack first? This is bullshit. And fuck these battles. Like, seriously. You know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna kill these bones so that they can't attack. Well, at least the Crawl attacked the one person that's already paralyzed, so he can't paralyze them anymore. Man, look at how much damage that red bone does. I mean, Sarge is in like a really bad spot just because of just how little damage output he has. Or no, I'm sorry, how little absorb he has. He just... this is the bad part here. When like my 2 tanks are stunned. Fuck. Or at least he missed. And like I said, can't stun him anymore, I suppose.
Just to confirm, you'd like to hear a song can't stop this?
Fuck this game right now.
I didn't catch that. Would that play a song can't stop this?
Sorry, my Amazon Echo, for whatever reason, is talking. I don't remember saying the name Alexa, so I'm not sure why it's over there talking. Alright. Okay, thank God some people are finally not paralyzed anymore. Holy crap. Oh, that's my mic. And there we go. Somebody's finally fucking dead. Holy shit. That took fucking long enough. Alright, well, now what do I do? I guess I'll just kill this fucking bone. That fucking sucks that he's dead again. He's gonna miss out on experience again in this fucking battle. Jesus Christ. Sometimes it just makes more sense to fucking run away from battles and not have shit like this happen. I'm basically gonna use up all of my heals to fucking get these guys back up to full health. And Owen's dead now. That's perfect. Jesus, how many fucking hit points does this guy have? Critical hit terminated. Yay! Well, at least Puff and Jay are level 6 now, so that's good. Oh my god. Alright, this is the last thing I wanted to get was this house here. Alright. Now, basically what I'm going to do from henceforth is I'm going to run away from every single battle. Holy crap. Alright. Another thing I'm going to do is... Since Sarge is dead, he doesn't really need these things, right? So I'll go on ahead and just take those off of him and equip them on Jay. Give him a little extra armor. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Bring those guys back to life. Get the fuck out of my way, bat. Alright. Alright, chance to strike first. Basically, if you run, you auto-run. Like, so luckily, there's none of that bullshit where it's like, hey, you can't run. Like, you can definitely run if you get a chance to strike first. I should be pretty good if I can get out of this fucking room. Oh, just 3 bones. I cannot believe how many times I've run into this particular enemy type, the bones with the crawls. I mean, how many of those battles have I had? Like, it's at least like 5 or 6 in a row since I've started this stream, where it's just been those battles. That's crazy. Alright. Almost out of this joint. This is a bad battle. Oh, man. I just hope I can run before everybody starts getting paralyzed. Of course not. Of course you can't run. Alright, let's see if you can run. Ah, oh, nope, he's paralyzed. Well, and this right here is how the game can get super cheap. Now my guys would just get tinked away 1 hit point at a time until they're all dead. Ugh. What I'm hoping is that they don't attack Jay and that he can actually run away from this battle. Nope, of course not. Why the fuck would that ever happen? Why can't I get at least a little bit of luck in this game? Alright. This is my face of just sheer disappointment. This is like when my kids don't listen to me, and I'm like, and I'm at my wit's end. Come on, just. Alright, let's see how many times Jay can possibly get cured before he gets paralyzed again, before I can even fucking act. Ah, Puff is no longer paralyzed. Nope, no, he's paralyzed again. Of course he is. Oh my gosh. I don't even have anything to say. Like, what am I going to talk about? I can talk about that I play bass guitar, that I like music, that playing the original Final Fantasy isn't the only thing I do in my life. I have 2 kids. One is in elementary school. She's in kindergarten, which is where she is right this moment. She's 5. And my son is a year old, and he's taking a nap. And that's it. I got one of my bass guitars next to me. Actually, I have 2 of my bass guitars next to me. Here's one of my basses, 6-string. It's pretty cool, little bass. And then I got another bass right next to it, but I'm not going to pull it out. Because, oh shit, I almost dropped it though. Oh my god. Boring. This is just awful. This is... Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say besides that this is exactly Final Fantasy in a nutshell and how fucking cheap this game can be. Alright, there he is. He's finally dead. Do you think I'll be able to run away? Do you think I can run? No, it's not gonna happen. Not today. Oh, I'm cured though. Do you think I can get out of this battle? No, of course not. And I'm dead. Alright, finally. Good lord. The game finally put me out of my fucking misery. Alright, let's do this one more time. See if we can make it to the fucking treasure chest that I want to get. Alright, thank Jesus. It's a normal battle of just enemies that aren't crawls and aren't things that can fucking paralyze my characters. Holy shit. Oh, good lord. Of course I'm poisoned. No one should be surprised by that, but I should not be fighting these battles anymore, because like I said earlier in the stream, I only have 2 pures, I think, which means that if I get poisoned more than twice, well, I am pretty much shit out of luck, as they say. Or up shit creek without a paddle, isn't that the thing that people say? Some people say. Like older people older than me. I say like older people, I'm old. I'm 37 years old. I feel like I don't feel old. I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm like, you know, relatively in decent shape, decent health, all those things. But I'm older than 20-year-olds, so do what you will with that kind of information, I suppose. No. Again, a battle I probably shouldn't be fighting. What's the point? I could get poisoned by either the green thing that I just killed with the fire spell, or I could get poisoned by the fucking green spider-looking fucking thing. Now I'm just down to spiders, which I'm good to go here. This is like an easy battle. Thank God. I was getting tired of all these tough battles. So yeah, Marsh Cave, if I didn't mention it in my last stream, I'm going to mention it now. Marsh Cave is like one of the, you know, it's like the first real dungeon in this game. And this dungeon is tough. Like if you had no idea what you were doing in this game and you ended up in this fucking dungeon, like ill-equipped, and you ran into these fucking battles where the monsters get the strike first and they're like paralyzing all your characters, yeah, the shit gets fucking annoying and it's dumb. I mean, I would fight, but what's the point? They're just gonna poison all my characters. Now, you saw that Owen got the close call there. I don't know why they say close call when you're running away from battles. But the way the game works is essentially, it all depends on whoever's the second party member, or whoever's in the second slot. And as long as they, you know, they win, I guess, their check or whatever, like their dice roll, then they should be able to run, and they have a better chance of running as long as your person in the front spot, which is Puff, doesn't have any status afflictions like poison or stunned or something like that. If they're stunned, they're poisoned, any of that stuff, then it does make running a little bit harder. Should I fight these guys? Yeah, I'm gonna fight them. Fuck it. I know these guys hit pretty hard, but I do have a chance to strike first, so I killed the first one, so that's always good. And I had the wherewithal, or the smarts, to have at least 2 of my other characters take on the other muck. So that is great. Really great news. Now hopefully Puff can get another pretty good... Oh, nice. Yes, what? Critical hit. Holy shit. Sarge, with your nunchucks. Sorry. Alright, cool. That actually went really well. I gotta be getting pretty close to that level up that I got the last time. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, so again, like I said, just trying to get these 2 treasure chests, trying to get this copper armlet and that house that's in the other Yeah, there's nothing there. Thanks for that. So yeah. Move myself over here. I'm not going to do all the same things I did during the last stream because, well, if you were here, then you saw me do that stuff already where I talked about the difference between the absorb and blah, blah, blah versus the absorb of the other stuff. All right, werewolves, this is bad because I could get poisoned by pretty much all of them. And I want to run. And Owen didn't fucking run away like he was supposed to. And now Puff is poisoned, which is going to make running away even more annoying than it needs to be. All right. What do I do? I could try to run some more, but... Oh, well. There we go. Well, at least I was able to get out of there. Boom. Rock, paper, scissors. Who gets the pure? I think we all know that the fighter was going to get the pure. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't use tents or cabins or houses or anything like that in dungeons. And unlike newer Final Fantasy games, there's actually no save spots in any dungeons in the entire game. Even the final dungeon, there is not a save spot. So it's pretty ridiculous. All right, there it is, that lovely sound of somebody in your party being poisoned. I knew that was empty. I don't know what the fuck drugs I'm on. All right, house. All right, let's get out of here while we listen to that beautiful sound. So good. Monster strike first. Yes, more poisoning happened. Oh man, this is fucking great. And I have no fire charges. Oh my lord. Can I get any luckier? I don't think I can. Thank God. Thank Jesus. I'm gonna put my one person that's not poisoned in the back slot, so he can maybe not get any more poison, which was kind of stupid on my part. I should have probably put Sarge in the front position so he could have taken on more damage. Yeah, listen to that sound. It's so good. Alright. Great. Perfect. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fight this battle. I should be able to kill these two ghouls pretty easily. And then Sarge will die anyway, so who cares? Oh, of course. Yes! Paralyze them both, please! This is fucking amazing. This is everything I wanted this battle to be. Well, at least Sarge got an attack off before he dies. And he's dead. Fucking great. Kill the ghoul, please? No? No, Puff is cured. Yes. Brilliant. So brilliant. What was I thinking? What was I fucking thinking fighting this battle? I mean, should I run or should I just fight? Fuck it. It's better to at least fucking fight the whole thing. Yeah, good attack, buddy. Yes, of course. Let's talk about the odds for a second. What are the odds that Jay, who's in the 1 in 8 slot, would get attacked and keep getting attacked over and over again by the random enemies on there that actually can paralyze and keep getting paralyzed? It's fucking crazy. Paralyzed, of course. What the fuck? What? Well, fuck this. This is insanity. I may or may not be a tad frustrated at this right now. And that just leaves Jay all by himself. He's never going to get out of this paralysis state. He's just going to get beat up, just like the other guys. It wouldn't have mattered if I tried to run anyway. because those two top guys were poisoned and they got paralyzed instantly before I could do anything. Great. You know what the definition of insanity is? Trying to do something over and over again and expecting a different result. But I'm thinking I will get a different result this time around, because, you know what? Yes, I'm fucking still doing it. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not. I am going to... I'm going to fight these guys. And then I am going to go back to Elfland, and I am going to get more supplies. And maybe buy the black magic spell that I need to buy for Jay, and then just get myself set up to come down here to actually face the wizards and not just come down here to get items. Because those two items, while the iron armor is useful, it's definitely useful, I can get it, you know, and I can get it on my way down to fight the wizards. Oh my god. I cannot fucking believe it. My child, who... Oh no, he's going back to sleep. So I got like a little monitor here to make sure I can keep track of Owen. And I looked down and he was like getting up. And he's only been asleep for like an hour. Normally he sleeps way longer than that. And so I was like, what are you doing, Owen? You crazy kid? Alright, so yes. Let's heal him. Let's get some supplies, and we'll try this again. With more supplies. More things that I need. So, save the game. Head back to Elfland. Like I said, pick up some supplies. I think I should, I can definitely afford the magic spell that I want, which is fire too. And if I'm lucky, maybe I can run into some good high experience getting battles so that I can get to level 6 and actually get the spell that I need to take on the wizards before I come back down here. That way I don't have to grind to get to level 6 before I go down there. So yes, and this is the meat and potatoes of the game, is all these random encounters where you fight these things, these enemies. These enemies are definitely much easier than the enemies that are down in that fucking cave, that's for sure. Fuck the Marsh Cave. I hate that place. I gotta respond to this text. Yeah, doing insanely important things like responding to text messages. Let's see here. Alright. Awesome. Oh, that battle ended quickly. And now we are on to... Motherfuckers, man. I wish I knew what the odds were that an enemy was, or a group of enemies was going to get a chance to strike first, because it seems to be happening to me an awful lot in this game, which is really annoying, as you can probably tell. I'm a little annoyed by it, especially since everyone's now getting poisoned, which I knew would happen because these things poison you. That's what arachnids do. That's what they're known for. They're known for their ability to poison shit. And now you're going to hear the lovely sound of my characters being all kinds of poisoned while we try to get back to Elfland. And I apologize for that ahead of time. You should not have to put up with this, is all I'm saying. You shouldn't even, if you're watching the stream, you shouldn't even be watching it. Like, what are we thinking at this point? Dealing with all this craziness. Alright, so Owen, who I thought was waking up, is definitely not waking up. He is back asleep. He is knocked the fuck out. Because he's a baby, and that's what babies do. Babies, they sleep, they eat, and then they poop everywhere. And it's just a vicious cycle. For those of you out there that have children, you know. You know exactly how bad it is. How much they poop. Cool. That battle's over. Thank fucking God. And what do I got? One pure left? So, who gets it? Puff does, of course. I think I'm gonna give it to my red mage. I don't think so, sir. Alright. Yep. So we're gonna put our poison person in the front row. That way he can just die quicker. He can absorb all the damage while I'm trying to get back to the town. And I know I mentioned it in the last stream, but the great thing about this game, because it's similar to other tabletop games, is that in this game, just going to the inn isn't going to cure your poison status. Oh, no, no, no. Of course not. You have to actually go to the item store, pick up a pure, and use the pure before you can be rid of poison status. So, it's really awesome. Alright, what am I doing? Let's have somebody focus some attacks on one of these creeps. Alrighty, Rudy. That sucks because Puff has the best sword in the game. Or the best sword so far. Not in the game. There are way better swords than the short sword that he currently has equipped. Alright. What am I doing? So, if you don't know what's going on, and you didn't catch the last stream, which I'm sure you didn't if you're here, because no one watched the last stream, is that Puff is my fighter. Got a fighter. I got two fighters. I have Puff and Owen. Puff right now currently has the short sword. Owen and Jay, my red mage, have rapiers, and Sarge has a iron nunchuck. He will eventually drop his weapon. He will drop his weapon to just use his fists once he gains a couple more levels. I think I'll try to see what kind of damage output he's doing at about level 7. What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? It's a damn good question. Alright, there we go. Geists. Alright, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. Actually, yes, I'm gonna run. Yay! Haha! I was able to run away before my red mage died. I'm not gonna have to bring him back to life. Yay! That's great news. Because I think to bring him back to life in this city is 200, maybe? Oh man, where the fuck is the item store? Holy shit. That is a beautiful sound. Alright, let's see here. First off, let's get pure, so I can cure him. So I can pure him. Entertain. If I can't entertain myself, who am I going to entertain? I mean, seriously. What am I going to do? Alright. So yes, let's go on ahead and let's get supplies again. So I'm thinking 10 pures is, or yeah, we'll just do 10 pure. So 2, 3. You gotta buy each one individually. 4, 5. This is so awesome. Aren't you glad that Final Fantasies nowadays are much better designed than this? I mean, this is insanity. They didn't think like maybe to put a counter, like be like, maybe you can buy 10 at once. Like even go by 10s or 5s. Like what the fuck were they thinking? All right. Then I have 8 heals, so I'll get up to 20 heals, so count up to 12, I suppose. And then I'll look at my inventory and see what I have as far as tents are concerned. I think I should be fine. I have a cabin and 2 tents, so that should get me back to the Marsh Cave in and out. I mean, obviously you saw like my main issue, or at least in that last game, was it's all like the luck too. Luck of the draw, luck of who hits you, what they're hitting you for, what kind of damage is happening, all that stuff. So let's sell some stuff. Actually, do I have anything to sell? don't think so. I don't have any armor to sell. Oh yeah, by the way, if you need to, like, unlike newer Final Fantasies, and I keep saying that over and over again, newer Final Fantasies, in order to, first off, you can't sell items at all in this game. You can buy items and that's it. Secondly, you can only sell weapons at the weapon shop, and you can only sell armor at the armor shop, which I know that kind of makes sense, but it's still like, really? Make sure that's good. Yeah. Weapon. Okay, great. Alright, let me see. I need to see one more thing. Okay, 101. Alright, so... I'm thinking. I gotta fight one more battle. But I'm kind of being stingy about... Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up Lightning 2. For $1,500 fucking dollars. That's so much money. That's crazy. Alright. The end here is $100, which I just fucking do it. I'm gonna have to fight one battle or two battles to get to level 6. So this is like the only time in the game where you're gonna see me grind. It's because I need just that one little bit of experience points, that 101 experience points in order to get Jay to level 6 so he can actually use that Lightning 2 charge. And then we'll head back down to the Marsh Cave and see what happens. Alright, cool. Creeps, they're weak to fire, and I think I talked about how the numbers work for magic in the last stream. Alright, so I gotta do one more battle. Let's see. So the magic, I'm pretty sure if the level 1 stuff, or Fire 1, Lightning 1, does... sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's a basic roll of the dice between 10 and 40 damage. That's if you're not weak to something. Or you don't have a resistance or a weakness to it. If you're weak to it, then it just doubles whatever that number happens to be. So again, 10 to 40, and then it'll just double that number. And then if you're resistant to it, then it reduces that number by a quarter. So it'd be between 2 and 10 is the damage that you can do. There's my 70 hit experience points. And now everybody gains, or the people that need to gain levels, the people that matter, will gain their levels, which is Jay, Puff, and Owen. Sarge, I think, still has a little while to gain a level because he died in a battle in my first stream. Yeah, he's got 91. Alright, so let's go ahead and fucking pure these guys up. I think I should be fine with 9 pures. I say that now, and I'm gonna fucking go into the Marsh Cave and get my fucking ass kicked all over the place again like I've been doing. Because I didn't buy a 10th pure. Because I'm stupid. Alright, save the game. And we are good to go. Let's go on ahead and head down there finally. Let's fuck some shit up, as they say. We will head to the Marsh Cave. We're going to fight some wizards. We're going to do it. My goal is to get down there, get the those 3 treasure chests or whatever that I was trying to get. And yeah, hopefully kill the wizards and make it back up. Now, the wizards battle, which, I mean, I can talk about it now, but it'd probably be better to talk about it once we actually get down into the thing. Of course, I'm poisoned. Why the hell not? I feel like I had better luck on my stream yesterday. Like, enemies like asps and arachnids and shit like that, they weren't poisoning my characters nearly as much as they seem to be poisoning my characters in this stream. It is insanity. Well, I only made 25. Cool. And I gotta move Puff back to the front position. That's a lovely sound. So yeah, the wizards battle. I'm not exactly too sure why they're called wizards. They look like mind flayers. I mean, they are mind flayers. They are essentially mind flayers from D&D. It's the same design, art design, and everything. And they're called wizards, even though they don't do any magic spells. The only thing about them is they hit really fucking hard, and they hit a lot of times. They can hit like 2 or 3 times for lots of damage. And then they also are weak to lightning. So that's a good thing. Because with Lightning 2, once you get those level 3 spells, which is the spell that I got, the Lightning 2 spell, that actually targets all the enemies. And basically it does 2 dice rolls, if I remember correctly. It can do good lord, let's try this again. It can do 2 dice rolls. It'll essentially roll once, and then sometimes it'll roll a second time. And again, it's the same thing. It'll be between 10 and 40. And then if you get the second dice roll, then you'll get another number between 10 and 40, and then it'll just add the 2 numbers together. I'm fucking poisoned again. Jesus fucking motherfucking bullshit Christ. It's like, it's this fucking game. I don't know why I do this to myself. Why do I torture myself by playing this game? I mean, and the thing is like, everyone talks about how tough this game is, and yes, it is a tough game. It's not that hard as long as you know what you're doing, but the game is incredibly cheap, and it is unfair. As you can see now, it is ridiculously unfair at times, where you can get into battles with these hordes of monsters, and they get to attack first, and they can paralyze and poison all your characters, and then you can't fucking do anything. So, I don't need to spend this whole time whining, putting on a moan about this game. It's fine. I chose to play this game. I chose to show you people, the no people that are watching this, how this game works. This was my decision, and I'm sticking to it. Okie dokes. Let's go on ahead and use a tent. Oh shit. Heal him up too. Alright, we're good. Back into the Marsh Cave one last time. Hopefully, I don't have to do this fucking area again. I'm a higher level than I was a second ago. My fucking god, is fucking crazy. This is crazy. They get to attack first all the fucking time. Every single fucking time, every single battle, they get to attack first. I'm gonna use fire on this ghoul, because at least that should like actually hit it and kill it, hopefully. So at least I only have one ghoul. Motherfuckers, that is a really low roll. Like I said, it's between 10 and 40, and then you double it because double it, or it's not double, times 50%. So it'd be 40 to 60, I think. Yeah, 40 to 60. Or is it 10 to 30? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. And of course, my 2 mages are fucking, or my 2 fighters are both fucking paralyzed. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. And they're never not going to be paralyzed. They're just going to be paralyzed forever. Well, I'm glad the ghoul didn't attack Jay. Because if he had attacked Jay and paralyzed him, I might have freaked out on live internet. And then I could have gotten 1 billion views, because there would have been the video of the guy freaking out about Final Fantasy. A fucking almost 30, or an over 30-year-old game. Here, playing a 30-year-old game, freaking out on the internet about it. I didn't take nearly as much damage in that battle as I thought I did, but that makes sense. Ghouls don't really hit that hard, they just paralyze you forever. Monsters strike first, of course they do, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't the monsters strike first? I mean, Jesus Christ, like at this point I don't fucking get it. Fucking A. Trying to figure out what time I'm gonna eat lunch with my wife, which will probably be. Scums, like I said before, they're weak to fire, so obviously I was able to kill it. They have very strong physical absorb, so if I tried to attack it with obviously a physical attack of any kind, it would be pointless, because I would do like 1 damage. Even my strong fighter person would only do 1 damage. Unless I got a crit, then that ignores absorb and evade. There we go. Alright. And only 1 person got poisoned this battle. That's incredible. Sometimes good things do happen to people that play Final Fantasy. Nice hit, Owen. Your shitty rapier. Alright, excellent. Made it through that battle. Woohoo! Alright, so. It's a weird sound. I don't like it. Alright. Almost here. Just gotta make it through this, then down to the next floor. Fuck this. Like, I'm not fucking doing this. Let's see how many people... Oh, I was able to run away! Oh my god, there might... Holy shit, there might be a god. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it, but there might be some semblance of a god because of that. Because I wasn't sure what the fuck I was gonna do. I literally expected all of them to attack first and then everybody be paralyzed. Oh, chance to strike first against Mux? This is great! Alright. So, what I think I'll do is I'll stream until I get through the wizards, maybe. And then I'll see what kind of time I have. It really just depends on Owen, which my camera, oh no, that's a white noise maker. My camera on my iPad was acting goofy just then. I don't know if anybody heard a weird gerbil sound, but that's my camera not picking up. Not sure what's going on here. Alright. Do I want to fight this battle? No, I don't want to fight this battle. Do I? Alright. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to fight this battle. I don't know why I'm torturing myself by fighting this battle. My internet not working? That would be bad if my internet's not working, because then obviously I wouldn't be able to stream on here. I think it's working though. Oh. Alright. Excellent. Actually, I'm gonna go on ahead and kill all these bones real quick, and then I'll focus all my attacks on the red bone. Not sure why my child webcam thing is stopped working all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Alright, cool. Now it's just down to this one red bone. Fuck him, he's about to die. He gonna die. Alright, cool. That battle went pretty well. Only lost a little bit of health, but that's why I have heals, man. So I can heal all the damage that has been done to me. It's all back. Alright, house. Next room's gonna be the copper fucking armlet bullshit. And even though, okay, so even though the evade, oh fuck this battle. I mean, I can do this battle, you know what? I can do this battle fine. It's just, these guys have a lot of hit points and they hit pretty hard, and why the fuck is my iPad making that crazy sound? It's such a crazy sound it is making here. Sorry, I know I should be focusing on my game, but I need to be able to see my child sleeping as well. It's kind of important to make sure that he's okay. Let's see here. Alright, so 1 gargoyle down. 2 more gargoyles to go. Weird. Alright. I'm sorry, I know I should be like fucking paying attention to this game, but like this is kind of important to make sure that I can see my child, make sure that he's okay while I'm streaming. I gotta be at least somewhat of a reasonable, responsible parent here. I really don't know like what the stats are on the gargoyles. I just know that they hit pretty hard, but obviously I was able to defeat them okay. So, alright. Okay, so yeah, like I said before, like you're probably like, why do you get this thing that pretty much has the same properties as the armor you already have? Well, the reason being is because they're worth 1,000 gold, which means they sell for 500 gold, and I could always use 500 gold. In this game, money is important. Alright. Oh damn, Sarge is like hurting. Gargoyle must have got a good attack in on him. Alright, so here's the final room. This is the room. Well, if I can get into the room. This is fucking crazy. Fucking just, it's insanity. Oh, only one person's poisoned. Maybe I can run away still. We'll see. Probably not. I'm sure everyone's gonna get poisoned. I mean, eventually I'll be able to run, right? I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Alright, so let's get everybody. Now, normally I would never use heals unless they're like exactly 30 hit points behind their max HP. But this is a tough battle. This is like literally, this is probably one of the toughest battles you have this early on in the game. I think this guy's tougher than Astos, the next guy. So anyways, that tile right in front of the treasure chest is a trapped tile. Basically, anytime you touch that tile, you'll run into anywhere between 2 and 4 wizards. We are hoping for 2 wizards, but we could get as many as 4. Let's see what happens. It's 2! That is great news right there. Alright, so we'll have those 2 attack. We'll hit them with a lightning 2, and we're just going to pray for the best. Lightning 2 got off first too. Let's see if we can get some high damage rolls. It's close enough, because they only have 86 damage, which means one's already dead. And as you can see, they hit hard because they hit Puff for like 42 hit points, which is like a lot, considering he has like the best armor he can have in the game right now. I'm really not sure what the fuck's going on with my camera. So we survived. I said how much that battle was so difficult and all that stuff, but we somehow managed to make it look like it was not hard at all. But those Final Fantasy, connoisseurs, people that have played Final Fantasy a bunch know how tough that battle can be. I could have ran into 4 wizards and they could have attacked before I got my lightning 2 off. They could have easily killed Jay before he even got his attack off. It would have been ugly, and I would have probably cried. Alright, I don't know what to do about this camera situation. But hopefully I'll have enough time to at least do the Astos battle as well. Alright, I'm gonna check on my phone. It's working on my phone. Why is it working on my phone and not the iPad? It's crazy. Whatever. I don't even know. I got nothing. I got nothing in this world. Alright, whatever. Just have it up on my phone then. I just didn't want to drain all the batteries in my phone if I've got the iPad right here. You know what I mean? I'm just full of electronics, man. Got too many electronics. Got an iPad, got a phone, got a computer I'm playing on. Got headphones in. I'm crazy. I didn't even pay attention to that battle. I don't even know what happened. I just mashed on the A button until they all fell over. Let's see here. Alright, we're doing pretty good. I say that, cross my fingers, right? I don't believe in superstition, so I don't cross my fingers or knock on wood when I say things like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Because I don't believe in that. I believe in odds. And then I think about what the odds are, and I'm like, what are the odds? And then I go over the odds in my head and be like, that's crazy. That would even happen. Yeah, this battle shouldn't be too bad. Wow! I did not expect Puff to one-shot that gargoyle, or I would have spread some of my attacks out. And that's just the thing with Final Fantasy. Sometimes crazy shit happens. Sometimes I would have Puff attack him by himself, and then have the other guys attack the other one, and Puff wouldn't even get an attack off, or somehow he would miss. Like all these fuckers are missing right now. Like they don't even know how to wield weapons. It's crazy. I mean, later on in the game, once you get more hits, you don't miss quite as often. But, of course they get to attack first, and of course they're going to probably poison everybody. Everyone's poisoned and stuff. And I don't think I have any more fire, I don't, so I have to run away from this battle, because I will not be able to kill these things. I mean, I could plink away at their 30 hit points, 1 hit point at a time, but who wants to do that? That's boring. No, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, cool. We are almost done. I need to make, when I'm done here and I get out of this place, I'm going to make one stop before I go kill Astos. And that is to go to Pravoka and pick up a magic spell that I did not pick up earlier, which is Mute. I need that spell. It's kind of important. It's very important in my battle against Astos. Basically, if I can mute Astos, then he cannot use any of his magic spells, and that's all he does. He's all about magic spells. He's just a magician. He's a crazy dark elf that does all kinds of magic spells, and if I can mute him, then he can't do those crazy magic spells, and he's basically neutered. And we made it! Look at that! Amazing! What an extra level and fucking supplies will get you. I mean, I ran through most of my pures and almost all of most of my heals. It's pretty crazy how quickly you can run through that stuff down there. Alright. Fucking geists. Stupid. Undead bullshits. And nope, not paralyzed. That's crazy. With 2 attacks, you'd think for sure he'd be paralyzed. I guess these things don't paralyze at the rate that ghouls paralyze. And before these things turned, like, from human form to Geist form, I guess they must have had, like, tons of cash on them. Because these guys give pretty good gold points. You know what I mean? Like, 2 of them just gave me 234 gold points. So that means each one had, like, 117 on them, right? What were they doing? I guess they were just, like, they were on the way to the bank, and then all of a sudden they got turned into a Geist. It's the only thing I can think happened. So, ogres and creeps and ogres. That's a pretty good attack he got on that ogre. Ah, Puff might kill him if he gets a good shot. Nice, 2 hits, 56 damage, that's what I'm talking about. Hell, maybe we'll even get to level 7 and I can finally drop these nunchucks from Sarge. Sarge will really start doing damage with his fists around level 10, but by then, I don't know, I'll probably be like in the Earth Cave by then. But he should be doing about damage pretty on par to what the fighter is doing. My 2 fighters. Ah, speaking of the double, we are at level 7. Well, at least Puff, Owen, and Jay are. Because Sarge is still behind by how many experience points? I didn't even look. I just 119. That's what he's behind by. Bing bong. Bum, 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 bum. Bing, bing, bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's do this battle again, I guess. I don't really want to. It's the only thing that kind of sucks is like sometimes you just want to run away from battles because they get kind of boring after a while. It's like kind of a lot of the same stuff over and over again. But it's like it's kind of like a necessary evil in Final Fantasies because you have to fight the random encounters to level up so that you are strong enough to fight the bosses that you run into later on in the game. It's just you have to do it. And with certain parties, I mean, you can just pick and choose like what battles work best for you. Now with this party, I mean, I could pretty much fight anything. As you can see, I'm not having a hard time fighting these battles, and these battles will go by much quicker once I get better weapons. I'm just being really stingy with my money right now. I could grind and get like the best swords and weapons and shit like that for my guys and plow through these battles, but like I said, it's not really necessary. I can make it through the battles without them. It's just taking a little bit longer than it normally would. Oh. So, yeah. And you're like, why aren't you going to Elfland? Because I'm going to Pravoka, bitches, and I'm trying to save money. I don't need to go to Elfland to spend the $100 when I can go to Pravoka and spend only $50 at their end. Sarge, you are now level 7. Let's see what kind of damage you'll do without your nunchucks. So, actually, let's look at your stats real quick. So you have 20 damage, 23 hit percentage. $14 damage, 23 hit percentage. So your hit percentage isn't any better, and your damage is less, but you get 2 attacks. See what happens. I know it sounds crazy, but let's see what happens. Because his damage output is double what his level is, so that's why it says 14, because his level is 7 times 2, 14. But like I said, he hits with 2 fists, so he should be doing 2 hits. We'll see. Yeah, 2 hits for 22, that's better than, well, he had been doing, I suppose. Plus, he has a better chance of actually landing his attacks if he gets 2 hits, because if he misses with 1 fist, he's got the other fist to hit with, or whatever. I think we'll just stick with this particular setup for now. And then as he piles on levels, he will do more damage, so forth and so on. Alright. So yes, I'm here to get Jay the mute spell. And get him the ice spell. And that's pretty much it. I would buy more things. I don't really need any more items before I get to Astos, because he doesn't really have a dungeon. He's like in a castle that's like there are no random encounters or anything. So you just go up to his place, save outside, and you should be fine. So I'm just gonna pick up 1 extra tent for before the battle and then 1 after the battle. So I think I should be good. The reason why is because I want to have 4,000 gold when I make it back to Elfland, because I'm going to pick up the Silver Sword if I have enough money to pick it up. And the Silver Sword is a massive upgrade to the Short Sword, and it's just to do more damage to Astos. He has pretty high absorb. My other characters aren't going to do any sort of fucking damage. It'll be piddly bullshit damage. So if I have at least a Silver Sword, I should be able to like break through his absorb and do some damage to him. Just to make the battle go by quicker, because it doesn't matter. Once he's muted, he's not going to be able to do jack shit. Right, so I did save the game. I had like a little fucking brain fart there. I was like, did I save the game? I don't even know. Alright, so last thing I'm going to do on this stream is I'm going to face Astos. This battle should give me enough gold to buy the Silver Sword, because those Kizokus, which is Japanese for pirate, believe it or not, give out pretty decent gold. Yes, as you can see, I've got 4,500, 4,050, And the silver swords, like I said before, are 4,000. So we'll just hop into Elfland super quick. We'll pick up a silver sword, which silver, you know, I'm not much of a, I mean, I like Forged in Fire. I watch Forged in Fire, but I've never really seen anybody forged with silver. Pretty sure it's pretty soft metal. I don't think it would work well. All right, so we're selling Owen's rapier because I'm going to switch their weapons around. I'm going to equip the silver sword on Puff. Come on, Greg. And then put the short sword on Owen. And then leave everything else the same way it is. Now, when we get out of here, you will see just the kind of damage the silver sword does compared to the short sword. It's going to be ridiculous. Actually, I can just show you the stats now. 36, 43, so 36 damage, 43 hit percentage. As you can see, it's 28, 38, so it's, yeah, it's a big upgrade, for sure. I don't feel like fighting these guys just because it's going to take forever. It isn't a dangerous battle by any stretch of the imagination. It's not worth my time right now because I'm trying to get to Astos. I'm trying to fight some fucking dark elves here, and I don't need no fucking gray wolves in my fucking way stopping me from fighting Astoses, right? Alright. There we go. See, look at that damage. That's fucking crazy. Nice. That was good damage from Owen. Holy shit. My party's starting to look pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. So the reason why I've been kind of stingy about armor and weapons specifically is because once I fight Astos and I get the fucking crystal and I blah blah finish up this fetch quest that I'm doing, then I actually find a lot of really useful armor and weapons and stuff like that. Things that I can sell, things that I can actually equip, and then I can make money, and then I can actually afford to buy things that I wouldn't be able that I won't be able to find in treasure chests or whatever. Good thing about, like, everyone talks about how the fighters are kind of expensive. They're really not. You can find pretty much all their best equipment in treasure chests throughout the game. Even with 2 of them, I should be able to find, I won't be spending that much money on them in stores. Alright, so tent it up. Alright, so this is what it basically boils down to. If I cannot get mute to happen, then I will just keep resetting the game until mute does happen and everyone survives. Astos usually starts off every battle. This is Astos, by the way. He's like, ha ha ha, blah blah, evil, dark, whatever stuff and things. Alright, so this is what he looks like. He looks crazy. So yeah, I've got 3 charges of mute. Usually the first thing Astos does is he does a spell called Rub, which is an insta-kill spell. Oh, and it was ineffective. Wow, that never happens. Usually... And he's silenced. Holy shit, this is fucking crazy. This is like actually really good luck on my part. And I'll just attack him. He's not gonna, I mean, he hits pretty hard, but he's got tons of magic spells he goes through. He's got like slow and fucking ice 2 and lightning 2 and blah blah stuff and things. He's got all kinds of different things that he likes to do, but he can't do them now because he's silenced. So, and that is it. Or this will be it soon. And then I am going to stop my stream, and that is the end of the battle. He has 164 hit points, I'm pretty sure. And we managed to plow through those 164 pretty quickly. And that's pretty much it. I got the crown, or the fucking crystal, which, if you remember in my first stream, I have to take the crystal to Matoya, who lives in the cave right above Corneria. Let's go on ahead and save. I'd hate to get into some, not that I think a random encounter would like really fuck my shit up, but you never know. You never know at this point in this game. Be like, I'll get into some fucking goofy random encounter. It'll be like 18 ghouls or something, even though there's clearly not enough room for 18 sprites on the screen, and ghouls aren't even in the overworld area here, but somehow that will happen, and I will die, and I will have to fight Astos all over again, and that would make me sad. And you wouldn't like it when I'm sad. You already got to see Angry Greg earlier when I was dying left and right in the marsh cave during the beginning of this stream. I don't need to get angry. All right. But yeah, so I think I've got a little bit more time. I'm gonna at least do, like, at least try to get up to Matoya's cave, get the crystal, then wake up the prince and get the mystic key, and then show, and then just kind of do some other, you know, show like the first couple of rooms that you get that you can buy things in, which is in Elf Cave, or Elfland, I mean, in the castle of Elfland. There's a couple of cool items there, and then Corneria has a couple of cool items. Temple of Fiends has a couple of cool items. Actually, this castle I just left, the Northwest Castle, has a couple of cool items. There's a couple of items down in the Marsh Cave, but I'm not going to go down there and get them because that's a wait. Because no more Marsh Cave, no more. I mean, it does save me $5 grand to go down there and pick up the silver armlet, but I just no, I'm done. You know what? Fuck, I already used my 2 charges of Lightning 2. I was gonna be like, Lightning 2 this fucking shit, I'm done. I can't even with these enemies anymore. I'm just glad Owen and Puff are starting to actually do some massive damage now with their swords. Nice damage, Mr. Sarge. Crushing it over here. Oh, man. Nice. Do I have enough pures? Man, I am running low on pures, aren't I? Pick up some pures when I get to Corneria. I'm gonna make a pit stop at Corneria to save the game. Pick up pures, pick up some items, just do some other random things before I head over to Matoya's cave. I mean, like, the thing with Sarge is, like, I think he does more damage with the nunchuck, but his attacks seem to be more consistent with his fists. So I'm fine with what I'm doing right now. Plus, like I said, once he gets to level 8, he'll do more damage. Once he gets to level 9, he'll do even more damage. He'll get, like, a 4th attack in, which would be really good. And then, like, you know, at level 10, he's going to start doing probably as much damage as Puff and Owen with silver swords. Like, we're just gonna be murdering things left and right, leaving just corpses all over the place of the deceased, of anybody who thinks they can mess with the Warriors of Light. That is not the button I meant to press. Alright, let's pick up, like I said, just gonna pick up a couple of items real quick. I don't have anything to sell, right? Huh, I do, actually. I had some armor I can sell. Alright. Pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. We'll pick up 9 more pures. 1, 2, I feel like this is something I should, like, edit out. Like, just fucking, yeah, no one needs to see me buying fucking items at the store. Like, but it's, like I said before, and I will repeat it, it bears to be repeated. This is fucking crazy, this. Like, I just cannot believe in 1987, whenever this game came out, and they were fucking whatever, and they couldn't program a number, and then a simple multiplication of said number, and so that you can buy these items. It's just nuts. It's fucking crazy. So I'm just gonna buy as many heals as I can afford. I may as well just do that, because I'm gonna eventually need 99 heals to do anything in this game. And you guys that are watching this are probably like, this is fucking crazy. Like, what is going on here? And it is crazy. all of you that are watching so intently. You're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Watching somebody play an RPG. It's like the most stream-worthy game in the world is Final Fantasy 1. Alright. Should be able to buy 2 more. And that's it. I'll save the game. I'll hit up Matoya's Cave. Get the herb from Matoya after I give her the crystal, which, let's be perfectly honest for a second, okay? I get that you lost your crystal and fucking life sucks because you can't see or whatever, but you have, like, an herb that can, like, awaken a prince from a fucking curse, and you won't give that herb up until you get your fucking crystal back? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, just fucking don't be an asshole. Just give the herb away and somebody will find your... I bet if you gave them the herb and brought whatever, the elf prince back, they would dispatch their army of elves to attack the dark elf to get your goddamn fucking shitty crystal back. So you can see. Stupid. Stupid game. Alright. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. Nice hit. 21, that was just with one fist too, which is great. Boop, 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 boop. You know, it's great. It's coming back through earlier places and just decimating enemies that were kind of a trouble. Kind of gave you trouble earlier. It's awesome. Alright. So back to Matoya's Cave, we are. Now Matoya, she's kind of an asshole. It's probably why she lives in a cave all by herself with fucking brooms. Prince needs my herb, I'll trade the most powerful herbs to you, blah 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 stuff and things. Right? And then if you talk to her again, fucking dick. Alright, I'm out of here. Don't worry. Don't worry, I don't want to hang out in your shitty cave with one room and fucking brooms either. Don't you worry, I'm out of here. Alright, so yeah, we'll get back on the boat. We'll head back over to Elfland. We'll give the prince his herb. Herb puts me to sleep, so I'm not really getting this whole herb to wake up prince up, but whatever. I didn't write this game. Translation's a little goofy in this game too, I think. This whole game is just kind of like goofy. It's like bugged and translation sucks. And it took like forever for this game to get released in America. This game was released in Japan in 1987, and it was based on tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, which was popularized here in the States. So you would think like, oh man, you know, D&D players would love this, but for whatever reason, it was... RPGs like this were more popular in Japan than they were in America. So it took 3 years for them to localize and bring it over to America. So by the time it was released in America in 1990, Final Fantasies 2 and 3 had already been released in Japan. So it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so Final Fantasies 2 and 3, the Japan version that is, had already been released in Japan. So once they started, for the Super hey, what's up, Nate? So once the Super Famicom Final Fantasy rolled around, Final Fantasy 4, they were like, oh, we're going to localize this game, we're going to bring it over to America, but we can't call it Final Fantasy 4 because Final Fantasy 2 and 3 haven't even been released in America yet. And yeah, and that's how the confusion happened with the numbering and why we got Final Fantasy 2 and 3, which were actually 4 and 6 in Japan. But kids these days, I know, I agree, Nate. I fucking agree. How are you doing, Nate? Good Lord, I hadn't seen you in forever, since the Dog Fashion Disco show. How is life? Hopefully you're alive. I mean, you're obviously alive unless you're talking to me as a ghost through the internet. Oh, you're at work? Work sucks. Alright. So I got my herb. You gotta hand it to this guy. He's like, ah, you got herb and whatever. He's waking up. And then the prince, who does not move, I guess he just had a key in his hand the whole time? Like, they couldn't give me the key until after he woke up? I couldn't just like sneak in there while the guards were asleep and just take the key from him? You had a great Dragon Con? I should go to Dragon Con one day in my life, but I don't know. I guess I'm not nerdy enough to go to Dragon Con. I'm nerdy enough to stream Final Fantasy 1 on the internet for you to watch, but not nerdy enough to go to Dragon Con. Alright, so as you can see, picked up some stuff. I'm gonna sell that silver fucking whatever thing that I just picked up. Oh, I never even equipped this iron armor? What the hell is wrong with me? Dude, I bet it is. If I had more people watching my stream, somebody could have been like, hey, why don't you equip that iron armor, you dumbass? And then I would have done it. Alright. So, I'm gonna sell a couple things, maybe pick up a couple of magic spells. Do some stuff. It's like I said before, this game is all about conserving money. I have money. Well, I'm glad you had a good time at Dragon Con, man. Carnuria. I like swords. Welcome to Carnuria. I like swords. Oh, good 8-bit theater. Are they even still up? I don't even know. Alright, I gotta sell this silver hammer. Because I don't have a white mage in my party, because fuck white mages. They are... I mean, they're okay, I guess. They're good against undead creatures. Like all those creatures that were giving me a hard time in the Marsh Cave earlier. Would have fucked them up. So... Alright, what am I doing? Owen's still asleep, so... I got 38 something. I guess I could pick up some magic spells. I'll pick up at least the Fire 2 for my red mage. Old red magey here. And then I'll head over to Carnuria. Ogres. Yay, so exciting. Ah, beating people up with your fists, are you? Fucking shit up. Nate, you still working at that same place? Doing fucking dental... insurance processing or whatever the shit you were doing? What the hell is going on? Is my stream as goofy as what is happening here right now? I think my computer can't handle streaming anymore. It's like, fuck this is crazy. Done with this. I know I did forget where I parked my ship. Man, I fucked those ogres up. That one ogre up pretty good. So work is just that exciting, huh? Exciting enough for you to just switch over to a stream and watch some guy play fucking Final Fantasy on the internet. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to the Northwest Castle because there's a couple of treasure chests I can get. Plus there's some, what's it called, trapped tiles in front of those treasure chests that have undead creatures. And now that I have Fire 2 with my red mage, I can actually do some damage to those fuckers. So I'll show you how that goes down. And it's a good way to... Working from home? Nice. It's a good way to grind if you wanted to grind in this game, which I'm not going to grind. I'm too good for grinding. Working from home, that's always nice. I'm working from home in the sense that I'm doing this at my house. And I have to keep an eye on my children, or my one child that is asleep right now. My other child is in kindergarten. Isn't that crazy, Nate? I have a kindergartner. Child in kindergarten. It's fucking nuts. Oh man, hey, by the way, I saw that you are... hold on, I gotta respond to this text message. Oh. hold on. Oh, good lord. Oh, still. Oh. So yeah, I heard you're opening up for Michael Graves. That's crazy, isn't it? You should just make sure your band does nothing but Misfits covers for Michael Graves. I'm sure he'd love to hear those songs played by other bands. I'm sure after being in the Misfits for the 5 years he was in the Misfits, he would love to hear a band just be a Misfits cover band. What's my phone doing? Oh, word. Alright, so that image did not die. Why did it not die? There we go, now it's dead. Forever. So yeah, as you can see, lots of experience and money to be had. Falcon, whatever. It's better than the rapier, I guess. I don't even know if my red mage can use this sword. Oh, he can! Look at that shit, that's crazy. Now, I could go to the treasure chest from the side and just grab things like that. Or, you know, so that I don't hit the tile or the trap tile that's right here. This will be mummies, I think. Yes. So, fight them, use my fire 2. Which I only have 2 charges of fire 2, so that will be the last time I fight anything undead related here. And then after this, I think I'm going to... Oh, looks like Owen's finally moving around, so I think I'm going to end this stream. Get Owen up and probably go meet up with my wife for... Or as Nate knows her, Lauren, for lunch. I haven't made any lunch. I'm terrible. Yeah. I'm not leaving quite yet, Nate. But I think it's pretty cool that your band's opening for Michael Graves, if you didn't hear me mention that earlier. I think that's pretty neat. It's a Wednesday night, right? How much are the tickets? Tell me how much the tickets are. Or I could just easily look at your Instagram and find out. Alright, whenever I get back to Elfland, I'm gonna sell off some of these items and save the game, and then that will be the end of my stream. Ah, look at that, level 8. Everybody except Sarge should get to level 8 because my black belt died earlier in the game, mid-battle. Could not survive. Alright, I guess Nate took off before he can answer my questions about the Misfits, or the Michael Graves show. Which is no big deal. Michael Graves, as everyone knows, except for pretty much nobody knows, that he sang for the Misfits when the Misfits got back together in the 90s. He was with the Misfits for, I think, 5 years, right? 95 to 2000. It's pretty crazy to me to think that they got back together. Like, in the grand scheme of things, that happened. That's like when you remember that Stone Temple Pilots actually had Chester Bennington as their singer for a little bit, and they like put out an album with him, and you're like, that's weird. Like, how did I forget that fucking happened? Alright, so main reason why I went up there is so I could sell this power fucking staff, which is worthless except for the fact that it costs that much, so I can sell it for like 8 grand, and now I can buy another silver sword. Ha-ha! Give it to O-Dog. Actually, I'll buy a 3rd silver sword, because why the hell not? And give it to Jay. And then, that is it. I'll sell the rest of these items, save the game, and then my stream will be over, and I will do my parting farewell to everybody. And go check on O-Dog, who's finally stirring around down there. Actually, I'm going to pick up another magic item while I'm here. I'm going to pick up a fire. Now, you're thinking to yourself, why don't you get Cure 2? Because I don't need Cure 2. I got fucking heals. I don't need Cure 2. I need a fire. A fire is a little bit more important. specifically in the battle against Lich and Carrie and anybody else that can do fucking fire spells against me. So that is it. This stream is about to come to an end. I only died like a bunch of times at the beginning of the game, but now I made it. I got the Mystic Key. I got to do some more fucking fetch questy. They're just item gatherings, the fucking Dwarf Cave and Corneria and the Temple of Fiends, and once I'm done there, boom, I can actually move on to the main portion of the game, which is restoring the orbs. So I am done for now. Have a wonderful night, people, and I will be streaming maybe Tuesday or Tuesday, maybe tomorrow or Friday, probably both, at the usual time, noon. So we will see you then. Let me save the game real quick. Good night, everyone. Or afternoon, evening, whatever.